What up, what up? Welcome back to another week, guys. This is a video prepared for March 14 trading week. Anyway, last week was weak. That shit was boring. The CPI was cooked. Came right in line, so there was really no fireworks. I didn't expect anything anyway because that's how it was last month too. So at this point, to be honest, this week I don't expecting anything this week, to be honest. Based on what I see right now, let's look at the technical of the SPY, right? So as you can see, right, this past 5 trading day, we are still in this accumulation phase right now, right? So the only thing is look to me, to be honest, is make a higher low here, right? Right now, this is Friday ending, right? It didn't make any low, so that's a good thing. So to me, I think it's still very bullish at this point. If you watch the video, I think last week video, I'm not sure last week or the week before, I say the bear is dead. I give the reason that we are like accumulating in a falling wedge, right? Falling wedge right here, as you could see, right? Falling wedge. So if we do accumulate in that sense, we might actually very be bullish. So that might come up. So at this point right now, it doesn't look bearish at all to me. And next week, right? Next week, what do we have on the bucket, right? The only thing I see on the bucket is the FOMC meeting. And right now, the 0.25 rate hike is kind of like already priced in, right? So the only worst case scenario we could see on this is if Jerome Powell have a heart and decide to like do the right things, but he's kind of late at this point. He messed everything up already. That's freaking, that's another story. But anyway, if he decided to go 0.5, that would definitely gonna cause a tantrum on the market, and the market definitely gonna go down. And then what will the forecast? So that's the kicker right now, right? So if he does go with 0.25, that's fine. But the forecast, what will it be? So that's the only question. The biggest question is the forecast. So right now, I mean, if 0.25 and the forecast is dovish, I think the market might move up on Wednesday. So that's how I see, because right now this is the market that's preparing for that, right? We don't know. So this is indecision right here in this whole range right now, right? Just waiting for basically for Wednesday, the FOMC meeting. Beside that, right, what else can I see, right? So right now we have the main control of the market right now is two things, right? Putin and the Fed. Okay, so at this point, China, I mean, to be honest, China is, I don't think is in the play right now. But if anything, this could be bad if the U.S. decide to sanction China, because China kind of like sleeping with Putin, Xi and Putin. We know that already. That's not something new. So basically, if we do decided to sanction China, then that might be a problem. So China might do something. Okay, and then that could escalate things with China, and I think that a bad thing. And then we have China stock, which I mean, is sorry shit anyway. But anything related to China stock, might be a problem. So that a possibility, but I don't think it's a big thing. Maybe not next week, but maybe a week after that, if the war continue, like how long the war gonna be, that's another question. That's something you have to think about. If the war gonna escalate and drag on to maybe another 2 weeks, we'll see what happens. Because right now, I think Putin is set up for one more fight, and if this doesn't go through this week or next, I think that's it. He has to do something, because right now he's losing face, and I think he is in jeopardy right now for a coup if he doesn't do anything drastic. So I think that's more of a problem with Putin, right? So he's gonna do something rash, and then chemical weapon, nuclear, and that gonna drag the NATO, and that gonna crash the market, right? So that's something I see. And then counter sanction possibly. At this point, I don't think it's a big deal right now, because a lot of the company already pull out of it. But is it possible? And then the sanction the sanction that we do in China, in Russia right now, did already cause all these commodity prices to go up. So that's the unintended consequences of that. But right now, Putin kind of control that thing, right? So if he does anything rash next week, despite if the Fed is accommodative, okay, and then at this point, to me, I see the market is somewhat more of a bullish thing right now. So if anything right here, if there's a coup, it's a possible, it's or an assassination. I think it is a possibility. It's not a high chance, but it's a possibility. And then this one is a miracle. Putin decides that that's it. We're done. But I think he will launch a major attack, and then if he's failed to capture Kiev, then that's it. But at this point, I think Putin's control the narrative for next week, and then the Fed. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that's the two major thing at this point. So that's how I see it, because right now the way we are trading on the SPY, that positioning, waiting for Wednesday, and then what up ahead for next week? What does Putin gonna do? Basically, that's what I see. Okay, yeah. So right now, unless we go below this, this could be bearish, but still, as long we don't go below this. But I mean, I think we're gonna stay in this range. This is probably the range right here. Probably 230, 430 with the 415 until Wednesday, probably, unless something else, the news come out, and then that might be driven out, because right now we are very sensitive to news driven. This market is news driven. Anything bad, and if Putin decided to do something on Monday or maybe tomorrow okay, I'm doing this Saturday, so on Sunday he do something, anything before the FOMC, that could might tank the market. Okay, so basically that's how I see it. So at this point, we are waiting. The way we set up right now, we are waiting for that. So that's the SPY. Let's look at the QQQ. Right, this is weaker than the SPY, and you can see that. Okay, and then the volume here too. The selling volume actually elevated in somewhat. Very similar. Look how much the buying volume from this low, right, from the low, right, come up, and look at the selling right now is high, and then this selling here. It's okay. So right now, we are contested, but this is a weaker image. Well, SPY, the Fed, if interest rate go up, then this, the tech sector gonna go down, right? So basically, it's already forecasting that. All right, and then we have the IWM here. IWM is actually looks strong. Look at the higher low here. It didn't even come down to here. It's 50%, right? It's look like a 50% move, and then this low right here, so actually is making a higher low in some way, right? And then it's already break out of this internal downtrend line here. We have the major downtrend line here, so we're broken out. So that's why I see this, right? IWM is kind of bullish. So everything I see like is more bullish compared to the bearish picture right now, because I don't see any bearish scenario. I mean, like I say, just Putin, if he does something rash, then they're gonna be, unless the Fed decided to raise to 0.5, or then forecast why more hawkish, then then we could go down. But right now everything is set up to be more bullish, and I have a lot of bearish. Like I have more put than call on my trading right now, on my portfolio. So that's one thing I'm kind of afraid of, but I'm gonna stick to the gun and then make the decision until next week. And then the Dow Jones here, same thing. It's same setup, right? It's the SPY and everything, but the selling here is not a lot at all. So we'll see. All right, very similar. This one is discrepancy, right? The Dow Jones Transportation is actually broke down the downtrend line. It put in a higher low here, and then right now it's trying to contain. It's trying to make if it's make above this high, this high right here, that's very bullish. And this might be, I mean, even though we have high pricing on the oil stock, but the transportation is still very bullish right here. So I'm kind of like seeing this as could be a leading indicator here that we are actually moving back up. So I'm not sure. So right now, like I say, like I'm kind of conflicted at this point. I see more bullish side than bearish side. So that's what I see. TLT, I mean, TLT is breaking here, breaking the low. I mean, they kind of forecast this to the right height, so yes. But junk bond, man, look at this shit, dude. This is the best short, right? Doesn't give much resistance. It's just like it's leading indicator that this, interest rate gonna hike and just freaking crashing, bro. Look at that waterfall. Anyway, gold here. I mean, if there's more problem with the geopolitics, I think gold gonna continue to move up as a safety haven here. Okay, inflation maybe thing. So right now, if you look at the volume, check it out, right? I mean, this could be capitulation, but I don't think so. And then we move back. We like this if we counted from here to here, right? This is a 50%, and it's like, all right, people buy in right here. So we'll see how long this held, but it's gonna take a week or two for it to consolidate. From my experience is that if it takes longer than 15 days to consolidate, it's gonna go higher, much higher. If it take a few days, only like maybe 7 days, and it make a high, it might not go that long because that's a continue to the trend. But if it take a little bit longer time to consolidate, to build a base, and it's gonna launch higher, just like a house, a foundation. You build a good foundation, you could build whatever on top you want. At this point, that's how I see it right now. So we'll see how long this consolidation will be. All right, similar I think to oil here, very similar. Oil has much more volume here. Look at that, right? This one like a capitulation candle. What is it, the hangman or whatever? I don't know, like evening star right here, whatever, candlestick. So but look at the volume. Look at the volume on Friday, how much they buy in here. So I mean, look at that. Like the selling volume is, well, the selling volume capitulate maybe, but look at how much of the buying here. So I think oil gonna go higher. So like this, if Putin does anything crazier, that's oil gonna reflect the price on that, right? So that's we'll see, right? So that what I see here is very bullish for the oil. Apple. Okay, so if anything, Apple doesn't give a good sign either right here. At this you can see, right? So this one of the uptrend line here, right, is about to break that, and it doesn't look good either. Like compared to the SPY, it's similar to the SPY, but it doesn't make a higher high here. Like it's actually broke down below this, this candle here. So it's actually more bearish. And then they just came out with new product too, the new SE iPhone, whatever, bull crap shit. So this is discretionary spending, right? So I mean, if we do go into recession, which is possible, depend how much the rate, and then so projection wise, the next 6 months, right now, people just get out. Spring is coming, people gonna spend money, but like by summertime come, and then after that, I think people gonna depend how long the gas price gonna be inflated, gonna be consumer, psychology and all that crap. This I think doesn't look good in the long run. Maybe next 6 months, this might be a problem. Maybe this quarter already they might have problem with spending, people buying phone, and then maybe the forecast will be bad. So I mean, I don't know. If Apple break down, I think the SPY will break down. So that's another thing right here. So this could be another leading indicator here too. So we'll see. But this is more of the consumer discretionary, I believe, more on that side compared to anything else. But yeah, so remember this. And then Tesla looks strong. It broke down this one downtrend line, so I have to draw another one to come here. So right now, I mean, the high is way off. This is like if you know the Fibonacci retracement, right? This is around like, it's not 50%, it's like maybe 38%. So it's very bullish here. So I mean, in this condition with the high oil prices and all that stuff, so I mean, kind of favor this, but I'm not sure about the battery, all that stuff with the material rates. Can they balance that shit out? So we'll see. But right now it's much more bullish. So I mean, it could, if it break above the 890, it could go much higher, and then we'll see. But it's bullish to me. Microsoft actually is kind of bullish too. It looked kind of bearish, but it's kind of bullish, but Microsoft is, is, it has a lot of businesses and they're doing well at this point too. So I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna break under here much. If it does, it's already tested. Look, one, two, three, right? Look, it holding the channel. Like I say, like this could be a falling wedge too. So it's very bullish. So depend. I mean, this anything, like I say, maybe the another case that I didn't think about, I forgot about to put in there. What if the Fed decide not to even increase the rate at all? If that happened, all the tech stock gonna go crazy. All right, so that's another thing I didn't write it down. Yeah, so just think about that. All right, and then Google here. Google look kind of bad for some reason here. Yeah, so it looked very toppy. I'm not sure what the possibility. This is where they announced a split, right, and the earning. But so far it's kind of bearish. But right now on Friday it's actually put in a high right here, right? So I mean it's still strong, but the way the base out right now, if it break under this sideways consolidation range, it could be a problem. So depend. But right now I'm not sure how much Google has on the sector. Tech, it's a tech sector, so we'll see. But so far, I mean, it compared to other tech, it's doing very well, right? So relative basic, especially compared to the QQQ too, right? So I mean, it is still strong. So if the market does move back up, Google gonna go up first. Amazon here, this doesn't look good. Look at this sideways build up, right, for a while, for maybe 2 years, and it's finally broke down to this range, right? And it make a lower low here, which is very bad, because this was a low on the thing, right? It didn't make it, but recently make a lower low here. I'm not sure what to do. And then they come out with the split, right? 1 to 20 split, but it didn't do jack shit. It's still in this downtrend over here. And then this is discretionary, right? Spending. So if we go into recession, we're not going to pay for this shit. So I think this is possible. This is maybe a leading indicator for a recession. If we see this not moving, if Amazon breaking down beforehand, I think we possibly this could be something to the recession here. So right now it doesn't look good. So if it's break down this level, it's gonna go. So, and especially on Friday, this doesn't do much for the pricing, right? We close on Thursday right here, right? Yeah, we close right here, and then Friday we actually close lower. So it's bad. It's not good. The price action wise. All right, so that's something you could see. NVDA is kind of strong, but it's in the sector, semiconductor sector here. But I mean, questionable at this point with NVDA. I mean, it's still in a down channel. It didn't really make up much. If you draw on a down channel here, it's actually, it doesn't give anything. But right now it's setting up to break down here. Look, even base here. So it's like a descending triangle, you know. So this could go down. So depend. We'll see here. I mean, this could go both way, but at this point, we'll see. Netflix already gone. I'm not gonna look at it. Okay. Cooper Software. Okay, this one is gonna be the earning, right, for next week. I think Monday afternoon. Yeah, this one, I mean, is way too far gone. So compared to other tech stock, right, this is really bad. I would watch. I would just keep on watch. Vail Resort. I mean, right now is kind of broke this long-term trend line here. No, just broke this support level, and yeah, it's broke that. So we'll see if it bounce back up to here. I mean, it's possibly a short. I mean, short term right now. I'm not sure what they do in the summer or the spring. If there anything business they could make during that time. So I mean, this to me, I think is long-term short right here. This is like discretionary spending. If we do go into recession, this is a good short, because look, it still has a lot of room to go down here. So this is something to think about. But right now, I wouldn't play on it or not yet. Sentinel, I don't even know this company, but it doesn't look good. It could go down much more here the way to set up. So if you're gonna play earning, downside maybe, I don't know. Smart sheet, same thing. Yeah, a lot of these companies, this earning company here that I'm looking, YY, I mean, it's already breaking down. So at this point, if it's moved back up on earning, you know, to this this was support and then it broke the support. Now it become resistance. If it move up somewhere here, maybe you could short it. We'll see, depend on the condition here. So that's something to think about. J Powell, okay, this one is kind of bullish. So the way to set up, like, you know, falling wedge here, 1, 2 already. And now it's kind of trying to break out. So it's setting up for earning right now. So at this point, I mean, if this is something you want to play, I think there's a possibility of a play there for the stock. Okay, so that's something to consider. Sioux Carnival. Okay, this one, I mean, you see what happened to Foot Locker, right? All the retail stock right now, if they're not doing good, they got murdered, bro. 10 to 20% easy. So this one, I mean, I wouldn't play it upside. I mean, if you could set it up beforehand and, you know, cash out before the earning date, you could do it. But I mean, if anything, I'll play. If I'm willing to play on the cheaper, well, check on how much they price in on the option, and then, you know, you could do a downside. If anything, I would choose a downside, because I mean, the way I see all this retail stock get crushed, if they come out with bad earning, you could be profitable for this. So that's something to think about. You know, all right. Williams Sonoma here. I think this is a furniture store, right? Yeah, middle class maybe. Right now it's look decent, right? Look bullish. Look, the pullback here from this low, it's like around 38%. So it's set up for earning right now. So I'm not sure how much they price in on the earning. I mean, the thing is, right, with most of these things, like, the earning don't last. Like, the earning pop up for a couple of days and they just pull back down. So at this point, they sell everything. But until something change, right? So right now, that's what they are doing. But right now, I mean, this is something set up you could play. Maybe you could play both sides straddle here. I mean, the upside up, you have room to go up to 170. What's downside? I mean, downside, big downside, you know. So right now, whatever, because this is also in retail, we'll see how they're gonna forecast this. You know, also questionable. I mean, the real estate market is still doing decent, so I don't expect this to be bad yet. Maybe next quarter or so, next quarter or two, then, you know, that may be when all that possible, if these depend how the economic condition go into. This could be a good short, but right now is indecisive at this point. It looked very bullish to me because it's about to break out here. So, you know, so just that's something to think about to play. Leonard, the home thing, right in the middle. So we don't know. We don't know how well this is going to be doing. So and they don't move that much either. Maybe usually 4 or 5%. You know, so not something to play. Just wait for you know, the result and then play the intraday. ZTO is some kind of like logistic stuff. It's already broke down of this long sideway. So I mean, if it move back up here, same thing situation, you could maybe start shorting. We'll see what happens. I don't know much about this company, so no comment. Look at Guess. Look, all this retail stock, right? These are all earning this week, and man, retail, like I said, they didn't even have earning, but yet they already got shot. You know, so we'll see if it move back up here. I think that's something you could short, right? If it move back up to, so a lot of setup is already there, like that is already ran. So if anything, it has some kind of good news, you could just short it down, because in the long run, most of these retail stock gonna be shot. PagerDuty, I don't know what the heck this is. Yeah, but it's already broke the downtrend line here. We'll see. Just wait for this. I don't know much. Accenture. This setup is bullish too. You know, let me draw that shit. Just like the other tech stocks, see? I mean, this is a down channel, but you know, it's already diverted from the down channel. This have about to break out here, and you know, that's a falling wedge, so it could be very bullish to this stock. Something to think about. I mean, this is a very good company. It's a little bit a PE ratio right now, 32, so a little bit expensive. It's a tech stock anyway, but it's been stable, you know. So that's something to think about. I don't know how much it's moved either, so I don't know. Usually these stock doesn't move much. Depend. Actually, I'll take it back. It does move, but it does not move intraday. It doesn't move big like that. But yeah, that's something to think about. All right, and then we have let me see here, Dollar General. Dollar General, like this one, look, the setup is bullish. Dollar Tree didn't move much. They didn't do really well. I think the margin got cut in. So I'm not sure about this either. So watch out, be careful, don't play it. See how much the price in, and then maybe just do intraday. So far, yeah, because Dollar Tree didn't do well. Yeah, after earning, so I wouldn't play this either. Canadian Solar. This one I think is already put in the run. Since oil prices pop, you know, all this alternative energy has been running up here. So this, you know, and within like 2 weeks, right, 2-3 weeks, this already come in from like, if you like $28 to $36, that's like 40%. So at this point, I mean, if it's like sideways, it's consolidated sideways toward this down channel, I would definitely play it, you know, for a pop or something. But at this point, it's kind of like already put in the pre-run already, I believe. So not a setup you want to play. Didn't have really setup. All right. Okay, Signet Jewelry here. This one is already broke. So it broke the downtrend. Look, like this is the ascending triangle, right? It's break down, but it's also in a long big channel. Look how good it hold up on the channel, right? Everything moving in the channel. Yeah. So right now it's very toppy at this point. I mean, this could, the earning, if it's bad, it could break down badly here at this point. Depend, but we'll see. I actually wanted to move up, so if anything is move up to this channel, I will short it, because this is discretionary. So within like 3 to 6 months out, I don't think this is going to do well. So right, just like Amazon, right? So right now, if it does do good and move up to here, that's something to think about. So, you know, a lot of this discretionary stock, I'm shorting if I have the chance to do it. I'm going to set up a short look further out when it move up to somewhere. GME also have earning this week, and this shit, I think the ape is dead, bro. They look at the volume, right? Look at the volume last year, where, you know, all this run. Look how massive the volume are, and the volume just like literally die off. So like no one care about this shit no more. Right? So right now, if you're still in this shit, I don't know, man. Good luck to you, bro. God bless you. I don't know, because this look like it's gonna break down. So I don't know. Doesn't look good. Just to be aware of that, okay? Because it did make a low here on Friday. All right, and then this week they know the earning too, you know, coming. And then why don't, if this is still strong, they would position differently at this point. But right now, I would stay away from the shit. All right. I think FedEx here. FedEx look in the bigger term, it look bullish because it's in this like down falling wedge here. But to be honest, this is a huge falling wedge. So I mean, and at this point right here is in this like break, in this low end of the channel, and then it's already breaking down one, right? One break, one lower low, two lower low, and then the right recently it make another lower low here, right? So at this point, and then I think it's supported by this level right here. So at this point right now, based on what I know from experience, if it break for the third time, it's gonna break big. And also this is, you know, FedEx is, I don't know how much exposure they have to retail spending, you know, for shipping. So if that's it go down, it's gonna be a problem. And then plus with higher fuel costs, I don't think this look good. So I mean, this might go really bad here for FedEx, and then there is no at this point right here. There is actually, look at this jump here, and this is open gap at this point right here, dude. We looking at a big the downside could be big, could be like 20 cent. That's like that's at least 10%, more than 10% if we break from there down. So I mean, if you want to play, I don't know, like high fuel costs, possible retail problem, you know, this might be in big trouble. So short side maybe. Think about it. But I think FedEx was the last one on the earning chart for the week. Well, I mean, there are more, but this is a bigger company. So at this point, I guess that's it for the preparation for this week. So just be careful out there for this week. And to be honest, in this kind of trading condition, you want a position for both sides, okay? And then we'll see what happens. Hopefully, nothing happen. I don't know, like depend on your portfolio, which one you position. I have both side position, but like I say, like I have more bearish position than bullish. So at this point, I don't know. Like I will reposition it during the week, depend on what the what the outcome is, what possible news. At this point, you don't know what's gonna happen because anything could happen with Putin, right? And then the Fed is kind of, we at this point is kind of pricing 0.25. But what if he decided, you know what, this war is like messing up everything, the inflation with the gas, he might not decide to raise, which become very dovish. I don't know. You don't know. So right now, just trying to balance your shit out, okay? So basically that's it, guys. I think it's been long enough. And anyway, guys, have a good trading week, okay? Thank you for listening. Bye.